Hello everyone, welcome back to Feed My Beast. Well, as you can tell, I haven't uploaded one of these videos in quite a while. Actually, I haven't uploaded any videos in quite a while. As a matter of fact, I also don't have the sound on. So anyway, the reason why I haven't actually uploaded the videos for a while is I've been moving house. Today is, I believe, the 10th of July? Yes, it is July. It's 10th of July, I moved just at the end of June, the 29th. I haven't actually had any internet since then, and I haven't had it to the point where you're actually watching this video. I also, because I was moving house, I haven't had the time to do any recording, so I haven't been able to record this, haven't been able to get on the server and record, haven't been able to upload. But, well, as you can see, I have done a little bit of work. Not a lot, this needs cleaning up. A lot of these needs little blocks to clean themselves up. I've done the majority of the insides of the rooms. Some of this is looking a little sloppy because I ran out of blocks at the time. I also managed to get down dirty and stock up on a whole heap of wood and whatnot. So now hopefully we don't have to derp around in between the recordings. These, I believe I already fixed up. I did it in the one above it anyway. So let's just continue up. This is the original floor. Not a whole lot special. I've been doing the roof there, so the roof looks a lot nicer now. It matches the floor as it goes up. This bit here, it actually goes a bit further because it turned out with the windows to the outside, if the roof was lower like I had in the lower levels, it kind of cut into the windows, which didn't look too nice from the inside or the out. But it doesn't look like I've done much up there. I've fixed up the floor. The only other thing I've been really working on is the very top floor up here. I was thinking of trying to give it a little bit of a do-over because it's a little smaller than downstairs, but it ended up just working out fine. Just keep it the same. You have same sized rooms, just a bit of a smaller walkway around, and I can't really say it looks that bad. Other than that, oh, there is one other thing I have noticed. So we need to go head over in that direction. I believe it's to the north. And north it was. Here's my little tree farm. As you can see, there's a few stray trees which have just grown whilst I've been away. It's because I do have a chunk loader right here. I did steal my one from the nether because I couldn't be bothered making another one. I already had one, and I have plenty of iron now anyway. So, sorry, not iron, copper. So I don't really need it over there anymore. Not at the time being. The issue I noticed with this is machines are, what's the word for it? Not labelled in a way, but claimed as your property and no one else can touch them. Because I currently have no internet access, I can't log in as GM Nubula, so I'm technically only player. So if I go to use this chunk loader does not belong to you. For Christ's sakes, I'm in a local world. Is it that hard to understand? Why? Why? Yeah, I'm also a little bit sick at the moment too. But oh, it should recognize that a local world. I understand maybe I can open up to a local area network. But if I'm doing that, it's because I trust the person I'm going to let on not to absolutely grief the out of my world. Yes. No, I did not just mute that. I just didn't talk it. So that's it there. I don't even think I can break them. No, I can. What do you know? So you can break a chunk load that belongs to someone else, and can you place it yourself? Oh, there you go. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to blur out my email address there so I don't get spammed. Although technically that's only an email address for spam mail. I just used it to create this account because I originally had a different one, but I decided I wanted a new name because my old name was really, really bad. Yeah, kind of awkward. Out here nothing's changed. I still have my half chopped down rubber wood tree. I have my tower of fortitude, and I have actually cleared out the volcano over here because I ran out of basalt, so this is my first area to harvest. That's about all that's really happened. Anyway, I got something a little bit different to work on today. I figured we are going to do some machines in the nether. Why? Oh, it's more of an upgrade in a way, I suppose. So I'm going to travel over there and let's get started. So here we are at the machine room. Well, the lava nether copper creator, whatever you want to create it, you want to call it. It's a complete mess and God knows what else. Anyway, I was thinking of upgrading this. How? Well, first of all by making it look neater, and secondly I figured why not make more. At the moment it creates copper, some electrum, some, what does it create? Some tungsten, and that's probably about it. And yeah, so that's all it creates. And tin it creates, but that's just recycled from the cans and gets sent back, and then you get an excess amount afterwards. But I'm thinking, what if we can create extra things with this farm? So turn it into, say it creates some iron, gold, zinc. I reckon I can do that. I had a look at the bit of how things are done and I think it's more than possible. Okay, so first of all we're gonna have to tear this down. Let's face it, it was time for an upgrade. It was not going to fit in that room. As a matter of fact, the original one barely fit, and that was just by tangling it all together. So I've expanded it a little bit. I have also learnt that if you break a centrifuge, industrial centrifuge, with a silk touch diamond drill, it blows up. Yes, it doesn't just break and give you the machine block black or something, it blows up. Oh well, so that's about all that is. Now, I really need to go collect some materials for our build. Just so you know what we're building, this here is what we're aiming to put in the nether. Not exactly in this sort of shape, I'm going to try and compact it a little bit, but this all it requires is lava and a little bit of tin to set it off, the same as the other one. And its outputs for this farm is, we have our tungsten dust, we have silver and gold, we have electrum, then tin, which will be recycled back into the cans, so it can be lava cans can be remade then put back through the process. We have nickel, iron, zinc and copper. I'm thinking I'm going to edit that copper a little bit so it gives a little bit less copper, saying I already have plenty of it, and a little bit more of some of the other stuff. It's not overly complicated. It's really not that complicated. Other than that, we need to go build ourselves a lot of machines. I'm thinking of actually keeping the 4 centrifuges in the nether when I create it, simply because it's a lot more efficient and it creates a lot more faster. I need to create, there's another 2 centrifuges lying around. I think I had 3 centrifuges. So that's 7 centrifuges I'm going to need, and I'm not going to bore you with the rest of the details. So I'm going to go make a whole bunch of stuff and we'll join you back in the nether. I have finished collecting all the materials and building what we should require for this room. I think I have a little bit more than what I need apart from chests, which I'm probably running a little bit low on. Other than that, we're pretty covered. It doesn't look like a whole lot, but especially these centrifuges, it is incredibly difficult to make some of this stuff. Say for centrifuges, first titanium. Titanium is completely out of proportion to how hard it is to create to create one of these. You can create steel or advanced machine blocks, which is the simplest. The advanced circuits, I had a little bit of, wasn't too hard for them. I just did an assembly machine because that seemed to be the best for material wise. However, creating electronic circuits which you use an assembly table for has a bit of a hassle. The assembly table has bugs. Say I could remove one of these, oops, my bad. I could remove one of the actual parts of the design and it would still say I could create the electronic circuit. Now, I didn't have too much of a hassle with that, only it kind of got in the way of how I was going to be, how should I say, just facing up, yep. Well, it got in the way of what I was trying to build, because I was trying to change it to a different recipe, but it still sat at the, it's still, I feel like I know I've done wrong, yeah, my bad. Okay, so I should need a wrench. Anyway, I changed it to create a, was it the centrifuge? I changed it to create the centrifuge, and the recipe still said that it was going to create a electronic circuit, which wasn't too bad until the point where I tried it because I was expecting to get my centrifuge, but instead it used all the materials for the centrifuge and gave me an electronic circuit. Now that wasn't the brightest moment of me. Anyway, right here I've just created, this is going to be our power source. I'm going for a more efficient model of my design just by creating the power. In the creative mode it was just some sort of solar panel array using hybrid solar panels because they're fantastic, and being creative I can just magic them in. Now hopefully this should, yep, there we go. So this will start charging up the MFEs. Okay, 6 of them, they're going to spread out to different areas. Okay, yes, I know it's running out. This is because I actually haven't got it. Oh, come on. Really? You're waiting at my door for me? I haven't got it turned on. Anyway, that'll stop there so I can actually continue to build without having to worry about things coming through halfway. Now, this is our power source. Next we need the canning machine, I believe. Okay, so let's get some pipes, just build this up. Now I've been trying to think what would be the best way to do this, because it's going to be a bit tricky. Okay, golden transport. I need some more of the waterproof ones, not a problem. These, and diamond. Now, for machines, what I was looking for is liquid transposers. I call them canning machines because it feels like my cans with lava, but because it's liquid it uses a different machine. So next up we need to sort this. These machines are going to go, I don't know where. Okay, I'll have 5 of these. Maybe I'll sit them in the middle here. That might be best. Now where's my waterproof? That's them. I can kill that. Okay, this can go across and up. I'm thinking this would probably be the best way of doing this. It requires energy, doesn't it, these machines? Liquid transposers. Uh-oh. Oh yeah, zombie pigments. And because I may have hit one earlier by accident, they're all attacking me. As you know, you don't do that, it ends bad. Now, liquid transposer, I want to know exactly how much energy this uses. Okay, I spelled it wrong twice in a row, that's unforgivable. Anyway, this is possibly going to be a 2-part episode because it's going to be covered by a lot of things. Liquid transposer, what kind of energy does it use? Okay, oh, he's sitting on the roof and he's angry. Okay, I see. Wonder if I can get him. Nah, no good. Well, it was worth a shot. Okay, so waterproof. This is my liquid transposer. Down the bottom, I want red. Okay, no, blue, sorry. Okay, blue on the bottom. Now, I'm thinking on the side, how should I do this? I might actually try turn it around. That might be what would be best, because I don't need it. Yeah, that'll do it. So I'll turn them around to the back and I'll have an input in the bottom. So the inputs for all the cans will go over the top, so I can quickly throw all these up. Okay, that's all 5 of them. That's going to constantly keep the mechanism moving. Anyway, they're all facing the right way. So yellow's up top. I'm thinking of, why is it both these blue? Does it have to come in the same way? So output's red. No. Okay, that's emptying. No, I want it to fill. Okay, so it's filling. Well, I'm going to play around with this and I'll just cover it around. I'm probably going to do a whole lot of breaks for this episode, just because you don't want to see me derping around just trying to get it all perfect. This is the completed power supply of us. This is what we're doing here. Well, basically, what it is, it's just a massive line of power. I'm going to leave it on now to charge it up to get it all running. However, what we have is the thermal engines behind the MFEs. Now,
that lava source behind, which I now have turned on, as you can see, the redstone engine is slowly pumping away. Well, that'll do that. I'm going to upgrade that engine because I think it could do something a little bit better. Maybe. Anyway, we have that. Then we have, as you can see, it hasn't fully reached across because the engine hasn't kicked up and these are still filling up. You see they're slowly getting full. As they fill up, more down here will start filling and it'll power this stuff as well. They've only just begun. Above, this thermal generator also has a glass fiber cable which at the same time as charging the MFEs is powering electrical engines, which is then powering our liquid transposers, which will refill our cans with lava. As you can see, they're filling up with lava at the same time, so that's good. So we have lava running to the thermal generators and the liquid transposers at the same time, so it's not reaching all the way across just yet, but it will get there. As soon as it fills up, and we'll upgrade our engine. Oh look, they're not mad at me anymore. All is forgiven. Yes, well, that'll do that. I still have a fair bit up here. Hasn't really taken out too much. But that's our power source. Next, we have to work on the system. First of all, with these liquid transposers, you want to set the settings so it's blue. The inputs are at the top and the bottom of it, and the outputs are on the face. I removed the rest because you don't really need them there. You can leave them if you want, as long as you don't connect anything to them. Otherwise you may have a bit of an issue. Now we need, first of all, our cabling. Copper transport. I've also been using stone. Okay, do I have the stone on me or is it still in the chest? Okay, stone as well. And some golden. The way this works is quite simple. Because a stone and a cobblestone transport pipe won't connect, you have the golden ones on the edge, and then you have cobblestone down one side and stone on the other. This will cause my little infinite loop to not actually spring back and forth. It will just be a constant loop. So as these things are filling up with cans, more cans are going to be coming through, and it's going to keep on following around the loop until it goes into one. It doesn't have a definite chance of going into it. It may skip a few, may not. It really all depends. But it will work out quite well. So put these back across, and now we'll get the stone ones. And this is our little loop, so they'll go through here. But we're going to need 2 diamond transfer pipes. This one can go, let's say, here, and this will be the input. And the other one can go here, which will be another input. Oh, actually, no, that's bad. Oops. Yeah, it's got to go on the side. So the diamond one has to go on the side. Stone can come back because the diamond ones, as you can see, will connect to the other side. But it's not too much of a hassle. It just means we lose one of the gold and just use it somewhere else. It doesn't exactly need to go all that fast anyway. Okay, there we have it. That's our loop. Now, in here, so we'll just get a stone transport, and we need to sort this out first. Grab ourselves a can, lava can. This can go in here, just to say that lava can go in through the blue. Sorry, full lava can goes out through the blue. No, we don't want that. We want to stop things coming out in the blue, so you go to something that's never going to go through there, like a glowstone, and put it on blue. This causes when items come in, they do the loop. As it hits here, it can't go this way, and it has to continue around the loop until it meets a certain requirement. So I do the exact same here. You know what, I didn't even need that one there. I was just thinking the input and the output on the same loop, but no, the output will be on this loop here. So for this, I will, maybe wouldn't, depending on how it connects. It may be bad. Well, as you can see here, this one's full now, so it's starting to fill up, and the lava's heading down a little bit further. So this one's full, this one's getting there. As is this. They're going well. So this lava should gradually start traveling further, which it is a little bit, not much, but as I've said, once they fill up, it'll spread down. The outputs will be here. as I thought, it'll connect up to the top. I don't want that. So we need cobblestone, not stone, but the cobblestone ones, because we have stone above, so this way it won't actually connect to the rest of that loop. This will allow it to come out. So this is our output. The empty cans will, on the recycle, will come back into this top loop, which will then come down into these liquid transposers. It'll fill up with lava and it'll spit them back out through here. Now that is what we were aiming for. Now I'm just going to play around through a bit and I'm just going to explain it, because even though it's going to be in 2 episodes, if I do the entire thing on camera, it's going to be about 3 hours of recording and nobody wants to sit through that. So I'll be back with you shortly. So this is where we're up to, and any of you who are lost by this point, I'm going to take a little bit of time out right now to explain exactly what's happening here. Just go back from the start. We have now, our lava is powering the power source. Don't forget, lava goes into the thermal generators. It goes straight into that, which powers the MFEs. It also goes into the liquid transposers to fill up with liquid. This fills up with lava so you can refill the cans. Now behind there is the electrical engines. This converts the energy units into Minecraft joules. This is not too hard. Basically it just feeds off the thermal generators and it powers them. I've also, if you notice, this little extra bit, and up top I've altered it a little so all of the thermal generators are now powering all of the MFEs, so they should all be powered even if one is only on. Not as much as all of them on, but just one on will be enough. As you can see, they're slowly starting to fill up. I believe I have a couple full over here, just about. I did try to connect it so you can actually connect them, because this is the only output of MFE, the with the dot on it, you can connect them all like this and it will actually end up charging them all. But I don't know exactly how it works. See, it's charging all these. Yeah, see? It actually spreads it out, but it doesn't exactly do it evenly. It's just a bit of a pain, so I don't really bother with it too much. Leave that down here. Okay. There we have it. So this is our power source. Anyway, this loop up here is where empty cans are fed back through a recycling process, which come into the liquid transposers. It then fills with lava, and this red side here will output lava cans into this loop here. Now, these diamond pipes here are set up so the red side actually outputs nothing. I can get rid of the blue now, I used that originally. But the red side, you will not go out, so things can come into it, but they actually can't leave it, so they're stuck in this loop. I believe I have them all sorted out like that, yes? No, the thing is, I tried having the loop a little closer together, but it didn't work out too well. And that'll continue to feed around this circle and up into the centrifuges. Now, remember, one thing you have to know is the input to a centrifuge has to be on the top or the bottom. It can't be on the side. If it's on the side, it'll start filling up these slots here. Top or bottom will fill up the middle. Out of this, these redstone engines are powering just some wooden transport pipes, which will suck everything out of the outside here because it's on the side and into this pipe. The redstone engine actually causes it to happen, and the pipe is what's required. It must be a wooden transport pipe. So that's going to suck it out of there, and just so easy wise, it feeds into the next one. But because it's feeding on the side, the first stuff that comes out of the first one will actually fill up these 4 spots over here, and then this second redstone engine will take them out again, so it doesn't really matter. It's just using it as a bit of a chain in the loop. Then after all these get outputted, they come out through here and all feed towards this central point here. As you can see, this central point here has, so nothing can travel through black, yellow, white or green. They can head into the pipe through there, but they can't leave it. Therefore, they can only leave through this blue entrance. So this is the output for this entire system here at the moment. There's a one pipe. Anyway, I'm losing my voice and I'm slowly starting to starve. Where's my cookbook jobs? Oops. But as you can see, we're slowly getting there. We have our output now. We just have to separate everything and get it sorted. And lastly for this episode, I have just done one of the outputs. As you can see, The input or the output for this system goes through these pipes and into another diamond pipe here. This separates all the four, well, products of our process: tin, copper, electrum, and tungsten dust, or tiny pile. Oh, did I put in black? Sorry. Oops. Okay, I messed that one up a little bit. Okay, tiny pile, tungsten dust. We'll just fix this up right here. Oops. Okay, we just need to climb up to the top here. Anyway, we'll fix this up later, but first we need all this. Okay, give me that. And these two golden pipes here. Okay, so I just accidentally outputted the wrong one. This is the tungsten dust down the bottom. Tiny pile of tungsten dust down the bottom right here. So I'll just use the one, I think. Now we need some stone. Yeah, why not stone? Because it's in the process. Nothing else needs to interfere with this. So it comes down through here, and we have an auto crafting table right. Why did I put it there when I needed it in my... Okay, put an auto crafting table there, which we need our tiny pile of tungsten dust to go into, and that'll output tungsten dust. We then use a wooden transport pipe, the redstone engine, and a lever to just have it doing its thing. So as tungsten dust goes into here, it slowly fills up these spots, just stacking on top, and the redstone engine on this wooden pipe will suck it out until there's only one item left. I'll show you later on, but till then, let's just leave it at a little bit of, whoops, a little bit of cobblestone piping, and that's that process done. So tungsten dust comes back down through here, gets built up to actual tungsten dust, not the tiny piles, and out towards one of these chests. Well, that covers that, and I'm going to leave the rest of this for the next episode, so I'll catch you next time.